In this video, we're going to have a look at using Canva.com to create the interior pages of your book. I know some other courses recommend things like Microsoft Word and OpenOffice to do it, but I prefer Canva because it's easy to use, and you can also manipulate images and things like that just to make the content more unique, and it makes it a lot easier to work with rather than trying to do the same thing in Microsoft Word. So get yourself set up an account at canva.com, and then once you do so, you'll be faced with this dashboard here with all these images. Now, we're not going to be creating any of this content today. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be using custom settings. So the book we're going to be creating today is going to be a book that's going to be 8 inches by 10 inches. So type in 8 and 10 in those boxes, and then from the drop down menu here, make sure this is inches, and then click design. And then once you do that, you'll be faced with this blank page. Now, this is going to be the very first page of your book, so this will be where you'll put your book title and your name. Now, to do text in Canva, just come over here to this text menu over here, and then select whatever size text you pick. And just what you do is just click on it and it'll appear over here. So you can actually, once you actually have the text over here, you can actually edit it again. So if you weren't happy with the size or with a particular font that it's chosen for you, you can select any kind of font here in this drop down menu, and then the sizes and then the color. But because we're actually just creating a book that's going to be printed, everything should be more or less to try and keep the color to a minimum. So what I mean is any kind of color that comes into the document at all, it'll cost you more than to get it printed, and it'll drive the price of your book up. So try and keep it as low as possible by just doing everything in black and white. So once you have the first page set up here, this will be your book title and your name, and maybe any details, maybe websites and things like that. You'd move on to the second page. So just to do that, just simply add a new page, and then Canva will create a new page, and this is the second page now you can work on. So this will be where you will put your copyright details. If you haven't got a copyright notice that you want to use on your page, if you come over to thebookdesigners.com, they actually have copyright pages that you can copy and paste into your book. So if you just scroll down the page here, they have a number of ones there. You can just simply copy that there, change some of the details like the year and the name, and just copy it all over, and then bring it back to Canva. And then this is what you would put in your second page. And then after that, then it's basically whatever you wanted to put on in your book then after that. So in my case then, I had created I had found images that I wanted to put in my workbook. I was trying to do like a cat themed kind of workbook, so I had downloaded images from Pixabay, and then I had used Pixlr to cut them up and to make them into individual characters. So then it was simply a matter of just uploading those images. Just click that upload button here, and then select the image you want to choose from your laptop, whatever. So if I was going to choose this icon here, I just click on it, click open, and it'll show up here now in the dash. 1 second, it'll start uploading. So as you can see now, it's appearing here. So once this wee bar just fills all the way over, then it'll be completely uploaded, and then I can work with it. So basically that's all I did. I uploaded all the different images that I wanted to use. I uploaded the handwriting pages that I wanted to use. So if I wanted to put this handwriting page on this particular page here, I would just click on the page and then just double click on the image. And Canva will just automatically, now 1 second, it'll bring it across. Yeah. So it put it roughly in the middle of the page here. If I just zoom in a wee bit just to see a bit better. Yeah, you can see it's roughly in the middle of the page. Now, when you are actually putting content on your pages, especially when you're taking the create space, you actually need to leave a kind of a border all the way around, because in some cases when this book has been printed, when the pages are actually being cut, some of the edges will actually be chopped off. So if you have any content that you don't want to lose, And as well then too, if this page was on the left hand side and there was another page on the right hand side, the gutter between the two pages, if you had content that was kind of going way down there, there's no way the child could actually get the pen in to actually fill in the details. So because of that, then you would move the content back from the edge. So in this case, I'm just going to make this a wee bit smaller just to give plenty of room right around the whole way. And again, Canva then will show me the guidelines, so I'll have the right in the center again. So once I'm happy with the way it is, it's just a simple matter of, that's that page done. It's just a simple matter of moving on to the next page. So in this case here, I was looking to put, I have an image here of clock faces that I wanted to put in. So then it's just a simple matter of clicking on the page that I want and just double clicking. So again, you drag the image into the center of the page, and then again to pay attention to the edges. You know, is anything going to get lost, or is anything going to be too close to the edge that the child can actually work on it if this was the gutter? So if I'm happy enough with that, then the same thing again, just click on add a new page. So in this case, I'm just going to choose this word search here. So I just double click on it, and there's that word search on the page. So I'm just going to make it just a little bit smaller because I think there's a bit, no, maybe not, it might actually be okay. So as you can see there, like we've created just a couple of pages there in a matter of seconds, just from uploading all the content. So then as I was saying, why I like Canva is it's easy to manipulate the images and the content on it. So for example, if I was going to use this little cat image here, I would just click on the page I was looking to use it on and then double click on them. So I can scale this image down and I can move it around to anywhere I want it. So I'm just going to put this character just up here in this corner. So as you can see, that was very easy to do. And if I wanted to put more images along the bottom, but again, be wary of actually, you know, it being too close to the edge and some of it being lost. Canva will warn, or sorry, CreateSpace will warn you, alright, if when you do upload the document, it will automatically scan through it and it'll tell you if things like that, if your images are too close to the edge, that you'll have to come back and re-edit them, move them in a bit away from the edge. So it's just a matter of just clicking, uploading your images and putting the content on there wherever you want to do it. Now, if you've already seen the video I've done on creating the worksheets and where to get them, you see I probably have, this is it here. These are just simple worksheets that I created. Now again, it was just a simple thing of looking up a rectangular shape or a square shape here in these search boxes. These images here again could be taken from Pixabay or something like that and uploaded to your dashboard and then worked, and you can create a simple kind of puzzle like that. I had created this, an easy one here too. You might have seen it in the other on the worksheet website. There was a kind of thing where there was maybe half a character here and then maybe the bottom half here. So then the child would have to draw a line between this, the top half and the bottom half, to kind of match them up, which one goes with which. And this was very easy. All I did was I had taken a square over here and I had stretched it into a rectangle shape, and then I had just changed the color of it. Originally it was that color there. So what I did was I had taken a rectangle and I had colored it white. So if I actually delete this rectangle, you'll see what I've done. I just basically done a row of characters and then I copied them and put them again down here. So you see it's just 2 row of characters, but if you put a rectangle on top of it there, you can chop the top half off and the bottom half of the other ones, and then it just leaves this area here. So just another idea. We actually can create another puzzle for your workbook. So then when you've completed all your pages, depending on how many pages you wanted to put in your workbook, the least amount of pages that you can actually get away with in CreateSpace is 24. So you're going to have at least 24 pages in your interior pages before you can actually create a paperback. So and even at that, then there's a limit on how many actually blank pages you could put near the end. I'm not sure exactly how many is, but 24 pages is the minimum that you can actually put into CreateSpace. Now there is a maximum that you can actually do here in Canva. I am not too sure what it is at the moment. I don't know if it's 30 pages or something like that. So in cases like that, if you wanted to go beyond that, you might actually have to create 2 different kind of interiors and join them together. So now if I was happy enough with all the interior pages I had created here, and I was looking to put this was going to be all my interior pages for my book, and I wanted to take this over to CreateSpace. What you would do is click on the download button here. Now it's going to ask you what particular file type you have, so you would click on PDF, but rather than the standard PDF you would go with the print PDF, and this is the option that you choose. So if you select that, and then again you want to look to print all pages rather than just one or any particular ones, and it would print them all in a PDF document. So in the case that maybe you ran out of space on Canva and you had to create another interior file, what you can do is there's actually websites you can go to that you can actually combine 2 PDF documents together. I think I've already mentioned it in one of the videos, but if I haven't, it's just a simple matter of just Googling it, and you can combine your 2 PDF documents together, and then you can take that master document then over to CreateSpace then to get your to create your paperback. So I've already shown another video then, just the matter of just moving images around and things like that, but it's not really very difficult to do. You know, if you have any problems at all, there's a help page here, and there's actually a ton of videos you can actually use for showing you how to rearrange colors and things like that. But basically just remember to try and keep everything, if you can, in black and white. And as I said before, you know, if you're going for a particular style of image, try and stick to the one style the whole way through the workbook, because you know, anything less than that and it looks a bit amateurish looking, and it's just, you know, if you take some time and you put some pride into it, it will actually look better than kind of the majority of workbooks that, you know, everybody else is putting up and just throwing together and just using simple copy and paste images. Like if you actually put a bit of work into it, you can actually make a great looking workbook. As you can see how easy it is here, like it's not that difficult. It's very easy just to put all this information up and just add your characters and to play around with them and make content that nobody else has online. So I hope you've learned a lot from this video, and as you can see, it's very easy to use, and you know, you'll be able to create great content in no time at all. Okay.